The Bantu people of southern West Africa were a peaceful people. They lived in a land of abundance. Generations thrived on the fertile land. But the land began to change. It could no longer support their growing numbers. They needed a new home. The elders decided to move west. They had heard stories of fertile lands there, lands that could support their people and their livestock. The decision was difficult, but necessary. This marked the start of their epic journey. Their journey would be long and arduous. They would have to cross harsh deserts and unfamiliar lands. They would face many challenges. But the Bantu were determined to find a better future for their people. Their story is one of resilience, adaptation, and the unwavering human spirit. Leaving their ancestral home filled the Bantu with a mix of trepidation and hope. The elders, wise and weathered, led the way, their staffs marking each step. The women, strong and resilient, carried their belongings and precious children. Young men, eager to prove their worth, herded their livestock, their lifeline in the journey ahead. They set off, a long caravan of people and animals, their silhouettes etched against the rising sun. The familiar sights and sounds of their homeland faded behind them. Ahead lay the unknown, a tapestry woven with uncertainty. Yet they carried with them their traditions, their songs, their stories, the threads that bound them together as a people. The journey was long and tiring. They walked for months, following the sun and the stars. The land changed around them. The familiar forests gave way to open grasslands. The air, once humid and thick, became dry and dusty. Still, they pressed on, their determination fueled by the hope of a better future. They knew that their journey would be fraught with challenges. They were prepared to face the unknown. Their ancestors had taught them to be strong and resourceful. They carried with them the spirit of their people, a spirit that had endured for generations. The Sahel, a semi-arid belt of land, stretched before them like a parched beast. Its thorny bushes and sparse vegetation offered little respite from the sun. The Bantu, accustomed to more forgiving landscapes, felt the sting of the Sahel's harsh embrace. Water, once plentiful, became a precious commodity. They dug wells deep into the dry earth, their throats parched, their bodies weary. Animals grew thin, their ribs visible beneath their hides. The sun beat down relentlessly, testing their resolve with each passing day. Yet, even in the face of adversity, the Bantu adapted. They learned to navigate by the stars, charting their course across the unforgiving terrain. They observed the habits of desert animals, gleaning wisdom from their survival techniques. They discovered new sources of food, foraging for edible plants and roots. The Sahel, though unforgiving, also offered unexpected lessons. It tested their limits, forcing them to innovate and adapt. It taught them the value of resourcefulness, the importance of observation, and the power of collective resilience. The Sahara, a vast ocean of sand, loomed ahead, a formidable barrier to their westward migration. Its towering dunes, sculpted by the wind, seemed to stretch endlessly towards the horizon, their crests shimmering under the relentless sun. Fear, a primal instinct, threatened to engulf them. The Bantu, drawing upon their ancestral knowledge and the lessons learned from the Sahel, prepared for the crossing. They traded for camels, hardy creatures capable of withstanding the desert's harsh conditions. They learned to navigate by the stars, using the celestial map to guide their way. They fashioned protective clothing from animal hides, shielding themselves from the sun's scorching rays. Days bled into nights, the only constant the crunch of sand beneath their feet and the whisper of the wind. The relentless sun beat down, draining their bodies of moisture. Mirages, cruel tricks of the light, taunted them with illusions of water, but the Bantu endured, their spirits unbroken. They shared their dwindling supplies, their unity a beacon of hope in the face of despair. They sang songs of resilience, their voices echoing across the desolate landscape, a testament to their indomitable spirit.